Hey everyone, today I'm going to be talking about one of UniWigs' newest styles. This is Paigey. She is a lace top, lace front, 100% Remy human hair wig, and she has bleached knots. I'm also going to show you how I take this back to a middle part, straight style, and exactly what I do to make my part line look super natural. All right, so here she is. She is this gorgeous natural black color with brown tones. You can see here. Beautiful color. The hair is super soft, nice and fine, really silky and pretty. So, as I said, this is a lace top with a lace front. It does come with more lace, so you do get to trim your lace back to where you're comfortable. I've already done that here. I've been wearing this a lot and playing around with her. So you have the closed wefting in the back. You have the adjusters down here, and the lace does go ear to ear on either side. And you have ear tabs here, which, and I really like about this, is that it has the stays in it. So when you put it on, you can kind of mold it to the side of your head, which I really like that feature. So another great feature of this wig, which is something new that UniWigs is doing, is this one has bleached knots. So there is the part line there. Those knots are barely visible, but I'm gonna throw her back on so you can see. Now, straight out of the box, she came with a middle part and straight hair, which looked beautiful, but I love playing around with my wig, so I had changed it to a side part and put some curls in it. But I am going to show you how I change it back. Also, I'm going to show you how I make my part look super realistic. So right now, I haven't done anything to the part here, but I will show you what I do to make that look ultra realistic. So let's do a little 360 so you can see this whole wig. Sorry for my creaky floors. This hair has really a great movement. It's really soft. It is a really easy ear tuck. This is 130% density, but I think this is such a great density. So easy to tuck behind your ears. You could really easily pull this into a low pony. It just feels like a really, really natural density, and it looks really natural and lays nice and flat to the head. So since this is a lace top, you do have the option to part it where you want. So you can do a right side part, a left side part, a middle part. It's really up to you, and you can change it up however you want. So I had taken this to a right side part. I'm gonna take it back to the middle part that it originally came with. So I'm just gonna take my pointy end of my comb, and I'm gonna find where I wanna move that part to. We're gonna go right about there. And then next up, I'm gonna take my hot comb to help keep those hairs in place. So I have my handy hot comb here, and I'm just very gently gonna comb these hairs over so that they stay in this new middle part. Super easy, especially when the density, it has this kind of density where it's nice and light. It's much easier to change the part than if this was a higher density wig and you had a lot of hair to move and kind of retrain in the direction that you want it to go. So one thing I forgot to mention, if you are heat styling your wig, is to always put heat protectant on, which I had done, but I forgot to tell you. Always put the heat protectant on, let it dry for a couple minutes. You don't want to get that like singe when you use either your straightener or your hot comb or your curling iron. So always use heat protectant. It's not going to completely prevent heat damage to the hair, but it's going to minimize it and help with the longevity of your wig. So always highly, highly recommend that. I'm going to take my straightener. I have it set to 340 degrees, and I'm just gonna run it over this hair to take it back to the straight style that it came. All right, so now we are back to a sleek, straight look here. So before I put her on, I'm going to show you how I make my part look natural. Okay, so for making my part line look natural, first thing I'm going to do is try to part my hair to line up with where the part in the wig's going to be. I'm going to line up my lace section of my wig grip with where the part's going to be. And then I'm going to take a piece of lace grid tape and I'm going to put that underneath where the part runs here. Okay, so I have my tape in here. Whoop. See it on top there. So next up, I'm going to use my powder trick. So I take L'Oreal True Match powder. This is the color Light Ivory. So I'm just gonna take my powder, dab, dab, dab. It's a little hard to do in the camera, so just bear with me for a second. And we're gonna put that all along the part line and I will show you the finished product. All right, so there we go. Back to sleek and straight, middle part. Let me show you the hairline here. And that is with the lace grid tape and a little bit of powder in the part.